Greg, did you ever consider life without parole to avoid a trial as part of a plea deal?
Absolutely not. Just like I told the jury, there are cases for life imprisonment with parole. There are cases for life without parole, and this was not the case for either of those two options. The only just verdict, just like I told the jury, was death, and I would not do that in this case.
And you would not have been satisfied with the life without parole?
I would have been disappointed because if I thought that was justice in the case, I would have pled it to that over a year ago.
Thank you, Greg.
Thank you.
Talk to some of the family.
Yeah,
She's
got a statement to read.
Well, I just kind of collaborated this
Okay.
to say thank you to everybody. First of all, we'd like to start by saying thanks to all the agencies involved, the Purcell Police Department, fire, FBI agents, the OSBI, especially Karen Jones with the Crime Victims Coordinator. She took care of us this whole time, and David Tompkins with the Purcell Police Department, Craig Overby. So thankful that he was able to do the things that he did and catch this guy. Lydia Williams with the OSBI, and definitely, last but not least, Greg and Susan. They did an awesome job. We had to hear a lot of things, and they helped us through that and helped us get a verdict that was what we wanted. We appreciate all of them and all they've done, and we'd like to thank the town of Purcell for all the things that they've done. They set up a memorial for Jamie there, and it's just a tough process for all the parties to have endured through the whole thing. We do feel sadness for his family, but again, he's the one that victimized Jamie. He's also the one that has victimized his own family. And although the ending of Kevin Underwood is not going to bring peace to everybody's life, it's definitely going to bring justice for Jamie and hopefully prevent this from ever happening to another child. I mean, I'm wishful thinking there, but I'm hoping that that'll never happen again. And the strength and resilience that Curtis has displayed to be able to sit and listen to the things that he's listened to and be as strong as he's been, and Jennifer. And through the process, we want to thank Judge Blaylock and the jurors who made the decision. We knew it was tough for them to carry that out. I wouldn't have wanted to have to do it myself, neither would any of the other family members. And the witnesses that came forward and stood up and stood on our side, to help get justice for Jamie, we'd like to thank them also. And for all you guys in the media that's shown respect and allowed us to kind of keep to ourselves until the end of this process, we really appreciate you also. And pray for his family and pray for ours, and we'll continue to pray for ourselves.
Are you just emotionally drained?
Yes.
Can words even describe?
I haven't slept in weeks. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's like to sleep lately, especially this last week and a half.
I know a lot of you said you were having trouble remembering fond things about Jamie and the fond memories you used to have. Can you go back to that now?
I've never had any trouble remembering the fond things. That's the best part. That's what kept us going, is remembering those times, and that's the only thing that kept us together.
I have one time that I really always go back to. And Curtis is sleeping on the couch, and he has his shirt off, and she's on top of his back, and all she has on is a diaper, and they're both facing the same way, and she's right on top of his back, just sound asleep, and it's just like, daddy and daughter right there just sleeping. And that's what I remember.
That's what we really hope to get back to, is just remembering the good times and put the bad times behind us. Like it'll never be over for us, but at least maybe we can get some closure now.
We were all in the family when the jury came back. I noticed one juror look directly at the family, almost as to say, "I'm sorry," and I saw her catch her eyes again just before the verdict was read. What was going through your mind when you saw those looks?
I've been seeing the looks from some of the jurors through the whole process, and I knew that those are the ones that was going to be right on our side from the beginning.
What was the most frustrating part about this trial?
Oh, God, the waiting, yes, the not being able to get it going to start with, and then once it got going, then sitting up here waiting for the verdict, and I don't know how many hours. What was it? 8, 9 hours?
8 hours and 15 minutes.
8 hours.
So
That's a
what-
long time. It's a lifetime.
What did you do to pass the time?
Put it
Well,
with
we
me.
tried to make her sing.
That's no easy task, I'm willing to bet.
No.
Curtis,
Oh,
what are your
just
thoughts
talk.
now after this? Really just don't know. Still have to absorb it.
What would you like to say to Jamie right now? You mentioned last week that you wanted to remember the good times and how Jamie was when she was here on Earth, and you and your family members had to leave the courtroom on more than several occasions.
Yes.
Because the testimony, the pictures, just too gruesome.
It just got too much. I mean, me and especially my brother, I'm glad some of the family stayed in there, you know, because people needed to know, but there was also certain things that we just could not deal with. I don't want those pictures of her broken body or anything like that in my mind. And I don't want all the horrifying details of everything. I know it's bad enough. I know what the end result was. We lost her, and that's all that I wanted, and that's all we need to know. And now we have justice, and we take no pleasure in putting somebody to death. But this is the only just punishment for a crime like this. And, it's just all we can do is just now move on and try to go on with our lives and, like I say, try to remember the good times. And that's why we stayed out of the courtroom, because we want to remember those good times. We don't want to have those images in our head. And we've got enough bad images as
Right.
it is.
At any point, was there talk that the jury in your mind might come back to lesser punishment than the death sentence?
Well, we always worried about that, but I didn't see how, but you never know what's going to happen.
Is there anything you'd say right now to the Underwood family?
We don't hold the Underwood family responsible for anything. They're just as much a victim as we are. The only one that did anything wrong was Kevin, and he did that on his own accord. And, I don't hold none of them responsible for nothing. Each man makes his own decision in this world. We've all had hard lives, and not all of us go out and do things like that.
When the verdict was read, did you look in his direction? Did you ever meet him eye to eye?
He never
looked at any of us eye to eye.
We're adults. He wouldn't want to look at us.
And it just appeared, stone-faced. There was never, someone said they
I
saw a
didn't see
tear, but I never
I
saw
didn't
it.
see no.
The only emotion I've seen from him the entire time is when his father cried.
Right.
That's it.
That was it. And I think the hardest thing for all of us to have to hear were the details of everything. That's not something that I ever want to have to listen to again. Although it had to be done, it was hard for everybody.
And we hope and pray that this never happens
Do I
to
think
anybody.
he feels
We know
remorse?
that's
I don't
wishful
see
thinking,
remorse
but
when I
we
look
do
at
hope and
him.
pray
So
that it
no,
never
I don't
happens
think
to
he feels
nobody
remorse.
again, but
I think he
maybe
feels
someday.
remorse for getting caught, just like the district attorneys have said. I don't think Kevin feels remorse for what he did. I don't. If I
No.
saw it in there, it would have been I would have had a different answer for you, but I never saw it. Because
Will you be
I
able to
looked at
forgive
him.
him?
That's a really
Time,
difficult
maybe.
question. That is a very difficult question to ask of any of us, I think. I don't think that that's something that's an option right now.
What do you want people to know about this whole process?
It's very long and very enduring and very stressful.
The justice system does work. It worked here, and I believe that it does work if you follow it the right way. Sometimes there's misjustice is carried, but for the most part, I think that the justice system worked. All the agencies involved, the district attorney, everybody done their jobs, and it all came out right.
Tell us about the district attorney. Greg, Susan.
Yeah.
Our pit bulls.
Yes, they're
Our
all
pit
We
bulls.
love them both to death, I guarantee it. They're very good lawyers. I would never want to get in trouble and have to go against them, trust me. Either one of them, so I'm going to stay out of trouble. But no, they were very good at what they did, and I think they put on a very solid case. And they got right to the point, you know. I mean, the point was the loss of a little girl.